Now that you've watched the video about what is a summary, you should have some idea of how to write a summary and what the important parts are of a summary. So what you're going to do on this paper is you are going to organize the ideas that you have to write your paragraph summary. These questions on this paper will help you to organize your thoughts and to know the important parts that you need to put in your summary. This paper will not be required for you to submit to your teacher, but is going to be used for you to plan and organize your summary writing. Of course, for your paragraph, you will also be looking at the checklist again because you will need to be having a topic sentence, 3 supporting details, and a concluding sentence in your summary paragraph. I will also be, after this video, giving you an example of how to start your paragraph for the topic sentence this time, and also giving you some ideas for how to write some of your supporting sentences. So let's get started with this. An objective summary is a short statement or paragraph that tells what an article or a story is about. It does not include irrelevant details or the opinions of the person writing it. So remember, a summary does not include your opinions. Answer the questions below to help you write an objective summary of Courage in a Time of Terror. So the first question is, who is the article mainly about? And it says it can be an individual or group of people. If you remember the story Courage in a Time of Terror, it was mainly about Stefania Podgorska and the people that she helped save from the Nazis. There are also some other main characters in the story, so you could list some of the other people that were in the story, like the people that she lived with, and also you might want to list in your summary some of the 13 people that she actually saved during the time of this terror that was going on during the Nazi regime. Okay, the next part of your summary will be answering this question. What is happening in the world at the time that this story takes place? If you remember, this story was all set during the period of the Nazi invasion called the Holocaust. So you will want to give some additional details about what was happening during this time period that we know as the Holocaust. The third question that you'll want to answer for your summary is, what problems does the main person face in your story? Well, if you'll remember, Stefiana had moved in with some Jewish people that were being victimized by anti-Semitism from the Nazis. And the family that she was living with had to even move into the ghetto along with a lot of the other Jewish people who had been forced to move there. So she was afraid for that family, and she knew that she wanted to do something. So she was faced with this problem of how to solve helping them and helping the other people who were being victimized. The next part of the summary questions deals with, how does this person deal with the problem that they're faced with? If you'll remember, one of the things that Stefiana tried in the beginning was to bring them food while they were there in the ghetto, but that was something she just couldn't keep up, and they were so hungry still. It was then that Stefiana realized that she had to make a daring plan. And so this is a really important part here to read about how Stefiana set up and did what she did in the house with the tiny attic for all of the 13 people that she helped during this time. The final part of your summary paragraph that you will want to write is the final question, which says, what happens to this person afterward? If you'll remember from the story in the part called A New Beginning, it tells us about what happens to Stefiana after this is all over with. And it even gives us a little bit of history as to what happens at the end of the war. So you'll want to reread this part here to remember what happens after everything is over.